Warning, your legs could be under attack right now. Every day your body is slowly changing, and if you are over 50, what you eat might be robbing you of the strength you once took for granted. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that even walking to your mailbox feels like climbing a mountain. This is not a distant threat, it is happening quietly inside you. Research from Harvard Health and the National Institutes of Health tells us that the foods we choose can accelerate leg cramps, muscle weakness, and bone loss. Today, I want to share a story of hidden dangers lurking in everyday meals and give you clear, practical steps to protect your leg strength and overall health. It starts with sugar. Many of us have grown up loving the taste of a cold soda or a sweet treat, but science warns that excess sugar is a ticking time bomb for our bodies. When you consume high amounts of sugar, your insulin levels spike, setting off a chain reaction that fuels inflammation. Inflammation is not just a buzzword, it directly harms your muscle fibers and decreases your bone mineral density. Studies have shown a strong link between high sugar intake and increased risks of leg cramps and osteoporosis. Think about that next time you reach for that sugary beverage. Each can or candy bar is like a slow-burning fuse that may eventually lead to weakened legs and a fragile frame. Now consider salt. Salt is a staple in many kitchens, and processed foods rely heavily on it for flavor. Processed meats, canned soups, and even many snacks contain dangerously high levels of sodium. The Mayo Clinic has warned that too much salt in your diet can leach calcium from your bones. Calcium is essential for keeping your bones strong and your muscles resilient. Without enough calcium, your legs can lose their power, and the risk of fractures increases dramatically. Every time you enjoy that salty snack or overseason your meal, you are silently chipping away at your bone strength. Picture your bones slowly eroding, almost as if a relentless force is weakening them from the inside out. The third hidden enemy is trans fats. Often found in margarine, fried foods, and many commercially baked goods, trans fats are a stealthy threat to your health. Unlike other fats, trans fats promote inflammation and can disrupt blood flow to your leg muscles. Poor circulation means that your muscles do not get enough oxygen and nutrients, which further accelerates their decline. The National Institutes of Health have pointed out that the consumption of trans fats is associated with an increased risk of heart disease, but the danger does not stop there. Your legs, the very foundation of your mobility, can become frail and unreliable because of these harmful fats. Now, consider what happens when these three culprits join forces. Eating a diet high in sugar, salt, and trans fats creates a perfect storm. The combined effects lead to a vicious cycle. Sugar triggers inflammation, salt depletes your calcium, and trans fats choke your muscles by reducing blood flow. This synergy causes a rapid decline in leg strength and bone density, leaving you vulnerable to debilitating cramps and an increased risk of fractures. Imagine a scenario where a meal that seems harmless at first glance turns into a slow attack on your independence. One day, you might find that everyday tasks like climbing stairs or even standing for a short time become overwhelming challenges. I remember the story of a friend who lived in a small town in Ohio. He always enjoyed his favorite fast food, a quick bite loaded with sugary drinks, salty fries, and deep-fried treats. Over the years, he began experiencing severe leg cramps that made him limp. He tried to ignore the signs, believing it was just a normal part of aging. But one day, he found himself unable to walk to the local store because his legs gave out completely. His doctor explained that his diet was directly responsible for his muscle weakness and that he had already lost a significant amount of bone density. This wake-up call forced him to change his habits, but the damage had already set in. His story is a stark reminder of how daily choices add up over time. There is a turning point in every story, and this is yours. The moment you recognize that you hold the power to change your fate. You can protect your legs, your bones, and your overall independence by making simple yet effective dietary choices. It begins by eliminating or drastically reducing your intake of sugary beverages and snacks. Instead of reaching for a soda, opt for water or herbal tea. Harvard Health suggests that even modest reductions in sugar intake can lead to significant improvements in muscle function and bone health. Next, be mindful of the salt in your meals. Instead of processed and prepackaged foods, choose fresh, whole foods that are naturally lower in sodium. Fresh fruits, vegetables, lean meats, and whole grains not only nourish your body, but also help maintain a healthy balance of calcium. The Mayo Clinic emphasizes that a diet low in sodium is critical for preserving bone density and overall strength, especially as you age. Finally, replace trans fats with healthier fats. Look for natural sources of fat such as those found in nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil. These foods not only help reduce inflammation, but also support good circulation, which is vital for muscle health. Studies have shown that diets rich in these healthy fats can improve blood flow and reduce the risk of chronic muscle weakness. Every meal is an opportunity to feed your body the nutrients it needs to thrive. Now, I leave you with a challenge. Take a close look at your pantry and refrigerator. What hidden dangers are lurking in your daily meals? The choices you make now will have a lasting impact on your strength and mobility in the years to come. Imagine a future where you can still enjoy long walks, lively family gatherings, and the simple pleasure of moving freely. Picture yourself regaining control over your health with every healthy meal you choose. The science is clear. Research from Harvard Health, the Mayo Clinic, and the NIH all warn about the dangers of sugar, salt, and trans fats. Your leg strength, bone health, and overall vitality are all at risk if you continue to consume these harmful foods, but there is hope. With a few simple changes, you can protect your body from the relentless attack of inflammation, calcium depletion, and poor circulation. What will you do when you next see that can of soda, that salty snack, or that fried treat? Will you let these foods dictate your future, or will you take a stand for your health? Imagine the relief of knowing that each healthy choice is a step toward a stronger, more independent life. Think of the stories you will tell, stories of triumph over the hidden dangers in your diet and of reclaiming the freedom to move without pain. This is not just about avoiding discomfort, it is about preserving your independence. Every step you take toward a healthier diet is a step away from the risks of leg cramps, muscle weakness, and osteoporosis. Your journey to better health begins now. The clock is ticking, and every moment counts. In the next few days, try making one small change. Swap that sugary drink for water with a slice of lemon. Replace a processed meal with a fresh salad or a homemade soup. Choose a handful of nuts over a bag of chips. These small steps, repeated consistently, can build a strong foundation for lasting health. It might seem like a slow process, but the rewards will be felt in every step you take. The future of your mobility, strength, and independence rests in the choices you make today. Let this story be the wake-up call you need to reclaim your health. Stay tuned for more insights on how simple dietary changes can lead to dramatic improvements in your quality of life. Your legs, your bones, and your overall well-being depend on it.